It started with a hush that swept through the nation like a falling pin in a silent courtroom. Millions watched the screen, expecting another stiff, political debate standard fare for primetime news. But what unfolded on that stage would shake the pillars of American civility and become one of the most talked about moments in modern television. At the heart of it were two men, Chief Justice John Roberts, the stoic guardian of the Constitution, and Senator John Kennedy, the silver-haired Southern conservative known for his homespun wit and unapologetic bluntness. Neither man was known for drama, but tonight they would deliver a moment of reckoning. The hearing was about judicial ethics. Recent controversies had stirred public outcry, calling into question the impartiality and accountability of the nation's highest court. The Judiciary Oversight Committee summoned Chief Justice Roberts to testify, a rare and monumental event. Seated across from him, Senator Kennedy, armed with questions and a demeanor that seemed deceptively calm. The tension in the room was thick. Cameras panned over the Senate chamber as Roberts adjusted his tie. Kennedy flipped through his notes slowly, deliberately. Then, he looked up. "Mr. Chief Justice," Kennedy began, his voice smooth like molasses. "You ever get the feeling that the law's starting to look less like the Bible and more like a business contract with fine print that only Wall Street can read?" The room chuckled, but Roberts didn't. "Senator Kennedy," Roberts said sharply, "this is not a game. Your flippant attitude toward the judiciary demeans the seriousness of this conversation." Something in Roberts snapped. His voice grew louder, uncharacteristically unrestrained. "You don't know the burden of what we carry. You sit there with your metaphors and political theater, but you've never once stood where I have stood, where every decision could reshape the future of this country. Don't you dare trivialize this court with your drawl and your folksy charm." Gasps echoed in the chamber. Even the stenographer paused, but John Kennedy didn't blink. He slowly leaned back in his chair, folding his hands. The room leaned with him, waiting for his retort. When he finally spoke, his voice was cool, measured, and lethal. "Well, Judge," he said softly, "the weight of the court don't excuse you from the weight of truth. If folks don't trust your robes anymore, maybe it ain't cause of my metaphors. Maybe it's because the court's been acting like it's above the people it's supposed to serve. You scream at me like I'm the enemy, but I ain't your enemy, Judge. I'm the mirror, and maybe what you're really screaming at is your own reflection." Silence. The air in the room felt electric. Every news anchor froze. Every producer leaned in. The moment had ruptured through television screens and bled into the soul of a nation grappling with faith in its institutions. The clip went viral in minutes. Social media exploded. TikToks looped Kennedy's calm words with cinematic music. Twitter became a battlefield of commentary. Memes, remixes, and political analyses dominated every corner of the internet. But, beyond the spectacle, there was something deeper happening. A reckoning was taking shape, not between Roberts and Kennedy, but within every viewer who'd ever wondered whether power still remembered its purpose. In the days that followed, Roberts released a written statement. It was not an apology, but it acknowledged the emotional toll of public scrutiny and the urgent need for renewed transparency. For the first time in years, public opinion polls showed a flicker of restored faith in democratic dialogue. People weren't cheering because Kennedy had embarrassed Roberts. They were cheering because finally someone had spoken truth to power without venom. Just clarity. As for Kennedy, he returned to Louisiana to a hero's welcome. But he didn't bask in it. When asked by a local reporter how it felt to win the exchange, he simply said, "Wasn't trying to win. Just trying to remind folks that even giants gotta keep their feet on the ground." In that moment, a powerful message echoed. Across the country, the strength of a nation doesn't lie in the loudest voice, but in the quiet courage to speak truth with grace. And that is why the clip didn't just go viral. It made history.